Witcher Detectives! Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are playing Nancy Drew. Stay tuned for danger. I got my magnifying glass, so we're ready to get into it. This is the second game in the Her Interactive Nancy Drew series, and just like Secrets Can Kill, we have the option of Junior, Senior, or Master Detective. So we're going to be doing Master Detective today.
Dear Bess, you'll never guess who I'm visiting in New York. Mattie Jensen, your favorite soap star from Light of Our Love. Mattie is renting Aunt Eloise's apartment in New York, and after hearing about my last case, Secrets Can Kill, Mattie called to invite me up here. According to Mattie, Rick Arlen is getting death threats, but he won't go to the police, so she wants me to do some investigation work. Can you imagine anyone not liking Rick Arlen, daytime's cutest hunk? I have a sneaking suspicion, though, that there's more to this case than meets the eye. Call you later, Nancy.
All right, let's go to the apartment.
Come on in, Nancy. The door's open.
Hey, Mattie.
Welcome to New York, Nancy. I'm really glad you could come out here on such short notice.
It's always nice to come back to the Big Apple, and now I get to stay with a famous soap opera star. It must be exciting work.
Believe me, it's not all that exciting. With 5 a.m. shoots, a million lines to learn, people all uptight and yelling, and now Rick's getting these death threats.
Well, tell me about the death threats.
Well, for the past month, my co-star Rick Arlen has been getting these awful death threats. At first, we all shrugged it off. You get the occasional odd letter in this business. But then they started to get weird.
Weird?
They're totally bizarre. Not only did he get letters, but somebody sent him a box of poisoned chocolates, a broken watch, and then there's that whole thing with the teleprompter.
Oh,
So
man.
what happened with the teleprompter?
Well, I was reading the teleprompter during a scene with Rick. All of a sudden, my lines read, "You're going to die a horrible death, Rick." At the time, we all thought it was some sick joke, but nobody admitted to doing it.
Did Rick go to the police?
No, and that's the problem. No one is taking any of this seriously, especially Rick. He thinks nothing will ever hurt him.
Tell me about the letters.
Well, the first ones had the letters cut out of magazines, you know, like on a ransom note. They were all signed by someone named B.T. Kaiser. Somehow the news leaked out and the press totally jumped on them. Then they started getting ugly and twisted.
Someone sent him poison chocolates?
Rick's a major chocoholic. His fans and friends are always sending him boxes of candy. But these chocolates were so nasty, Rick spit them out. I've never seen Rick say no to chocolate before. Nancy, I'm running late. I need to get to the studio. Hey, why don't you come over and visit? I'll leave a visitor's pass for you at the security desk. Oh, before I forget, here's a copy of the house keys. I'm always losing my keys, so I've got plenty of copies. I'll write the studio's address on your map. Just catch a taxi cab outside and show them the map. They'll know how to get there.
Will do. All right, let's snoop around the apartment first. See, this is the script. Rory finds himself alone in Serena's townhouse. Among some books and magazines, Rory picks up a diary on a coffee table. Serena enters. Oh! Rory, you scared me. What are you doing here?
I was hoping to find you here. I've been making myself right at home, love.
I see you found my personal diary.
Well, yeah. You left it on the table for all the world to see. What was I supposed to do?
Well, you could have shown a little respect for my privacy and left it alone.
You know me better than that. Your business is my business, babe.
It's awkward. Sounds like they don't have healthy boundaries in that relationship. Okay, so we can snoop around this desk a little bit. Rick, there's so much I want to tell you and confide in you, but I'm afraid of where this would lead. I'm truly in love with you. But how can I be sure you feel the same way? I think we both know the answer, but I think you refuse to admit it. You refuse to admit that you are truly in love with me. And I think that makes you afraid. Afraid of the commitment this would mean. Why must you continue playing the part of the confirmed bachelor, constantly looking for another date?
We both know you're not happy with this part, but you still play it. You still play the incurable romantic when all you really want is a lifetime of love. I'm ready for this commitment. So her and Rick used to be in a relationship. Interesting. Wonder why the 13th of November is circled. Let's see. Mattie, I'm writing this letter because you never call me. You can't be that busy not to phone your poor mother, can you? I saw your photo on Soap Opera Journal at the store. You'd think my own daughter would at least send me a copy. I was devastated to see that your picture is so much smaller than Rick's. What makes him more important than you? Darling, you must remember that you are the real star of that show, and it's about time we show the world that you are number one. I will not allow you to ever play second fiddle to that man. Without your talent, he'd be nothing. Remember that, and remember the person who paid for all your acting lessons for all these years. Mother. Oh my goodness. The 23rd Annual Daytime Soap Opera Gala. December 16th. Alright. So that's most of what's around the desk. You can look at different photos and stuff. And here is the infamous drawer that will forever be locked to us. It's very sad. A couple of people have unlocked it, and you can have shown its contents. There's like videos on YouTube of it, but I have yet to come across that key in this game. Okay, let's go to the studio.
Taxi!
Where can I take
Taxi!
you there, miss?
1999 Broadway, please.
Okay. We can search around here in the lobby area. There's some magazines. Some of the letters have been cut out of this magazine. So it seems like almost anyone could have access to that. Very interesting.
Can I help you?
Yes.
Yes, Mattie Jensen left a visitor's pass for me. It should be listed under Nancy Drew.
Here you are. You'll need to sign for it. You'll need to come to this desk every time you enter so I can log you in. Have a nice day.
You too. Okay, let's go find Mattie.
I don't care who he is. No one breaks a contract with Bill Pappas. I'll kill him before he runs out on me.
Goodness. Mattie?
It's open. Hey, Nancy. Glad you could
Hey.
make it. We'll be shooting soon, so I only have a couple of minutes to chat.
Can you tell me why someone would want to send these threats to Rick?
He's talented, handsome, and rich. Some people would hate him just for that. But Rick wouldn't hurt a fly. I have no idea why someone's trying to scare him with these threats.
So how long have you been a couple?
You mean off-screen or on-screen? You see, Rick and I dated when we were with the touring company for Romeo and Juliet.
Do you think an old flame of yours could be motivated
Like
by
Mattie still
jealousy
has
to do
feelings
this to
for
Rick?
him.
Actually, Rick and I are no longer dating. But come to think of it, I do know someone who could be jealous enough of Rick to do something like this. Yuri Danner, Rick's twin brother. I'm sorry, Nancy, it's been a running joke around here. You see, Rick's character has an evil twin, Yuri, and everyone's been saying that it's him who's causing all this trouble. But seriously, I have no idea who could be behind this. Oh, look at the time, I've got to get to makeup. Hey, why don't you come down to the set in a few minutes? I'll be shooting a scene with Rick. In the meantime, make yourself at home.
Don't have to ask me twice. Alright. Camera picks up Yuri Danner as he walks through the living room doors and enters the front hallway. He greets Serena Livingston. Well, good evening. I never expected you to darken my door. I want to talk to you about Rory. I know. You know what? You know that yellow-bellied poor excuse of a man doesn't deserve your love, Serena? Is that what you know? I don't know. Of course you don't. But don't worry your pretty little head about Rory. He'll get what he deserves, and I can tell you, my love, it isn't Serena Livingstone. What do you mean? I love Rory, and I despise you. You used me to seek revenge on your brother, your own flesh and blood, and now you want to drag me down to your level. But I won't do that. I have more strength than you think. Ah, Serena, always playing the femme fatale. Do you really think? Don't patronize me, Yuri. I'm no longer in your power. I'm free of your evil spell. Drama.
So we're gonna snoop around here for a little bit. Ooh, got a magazine. Arlen's possible departure leads to ratings questions. Is Rick leaving the show? I don't speak French, so if anyone can translate this, Mon chéri, vous êtes un symbole de mon amour pour vous. Something about courage. That's what I know. Okay. See, we got some stage bills. That's funny. Picture of Rick, weird, and a smudged lipstick. There are some other photos of her and Rick in there. Okay. Oop. Is there something right here? We got a letter. Isn't this illegal to look through people's mail? Okay, there's some more letters right here. Let's see what this one says. Dear Mattie, I'm writing to tell you what a big fan I am of the show. Serena Livingston is my favorite character on Light of Our Love, and I haven't missed a single show since I started watching it last year. My mom even watches the show, and she hardly watches television. Recently, I read an interesting article about your career in the Manhattan TV Guide. I was wondering what you meant when you said, I used to think that acting was a big competition. In what way was being an actress competitive to you? I'm asking because you've always seemed so sweet on all the TV talk shows that you've been on. It's so hard to imagine you being one of those competitive soap actors who only want to get ahead and be number one lead all the time. Interesting. MJ from Mattie Jensen. A mask of sweet sincerity, a cloak of loving kindness, meant to sway the heart to trust and fill the eyes with blindness. Is Mattie Jensen not as sweet as she seems? Okay, so we have a ripped up message in here, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to turn all of these things right side up, because that just makes it so much easier to solve the puzzle. Now that we have them all turned around, what we're going to do is find all the pieces that have a straight edge and outline that. Kind of like how on a puzzle you want to start with like the corner pieces, you gotta find all the edge pieces. It just makes it so much easier when you're solving that. Alright, we did it! Sorry that it has to work out like this, but there's no choice at the moment. You must trust me on this. We both know what needs to be done, and I'm taking the steps, however drastic, to see that it is finished as we discussed. I just need your support. When all this blows over and everything calms down, we can be together. Wonder what that was about. Okay, let's go to the... Let's see if we can get into the prop room.
It's open! Hello there.
Hello!
Are you a visitor? According to the policy's memo dated July 14th, 1954, no one is permitted in the prop room, except for those people permitted in the prop room. You may want to talk to the director, Lillian Weiss, if you want to become permitted. She likes to do all of the hiring around here. Good day, my dear.
Good day, Emily. Okay. Well, guess we'll just go to the studio then. We'll worry about getting to that prop room later.
I need something to make this work.
Nancy,
I
you
need
have
something
a
to
card.
make this work.
Oh my goodness.
I need something to make this work.
Nancy's like, you're not
need
hitting
something
this
to make this
exactly
work.
right.
I need something to make this work.
Nancy? Always making things
Places,
difficult.
everyone. Are we locked in?
Yes, Miss Weiss, we're clear to shoot.
Have we blocked this already?
I would hope so. You're about to
Quiet on the
shoot it.
set.
Is the floor ready?
Check.
You
Audio.
should ask if your actors
check.
are ready.
Roll tape.
Stand by camera 1.
Stand by music.
Take camera 1.
Rory, I have to talk to you.
I don't want to see you, Serena.
No, Rory, don't go. I love you.
I don't want to see you, Serena.
Sheesh! What was that? I could have been killed! Get my agent on the phone, now!
goodness.
Clear him out, everybody.
Man,
Looks like that's a wrap for today.
Stage
Rick
crew, you're
didn't really want to talk to her. The clamp for the Klieg light was cut. I smell sabotage. Very suspicious. What's this? Your time is running out, Rick Arlen. You better kiss your career and your life goodbye because the end is near. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. Well, we're gonna go talk to Lillian really quick.
May I help you?
Yes.
Yes,
you
hi.
can.
I'm a friend of Mattie's, and I'm...
Do I look like a tour guide? Look,
Just
the set's
interrupted me.
closed to visitors. I'll need to take your pass away. But if it's any
No.
consolation, I'll be more than happy to show you the door.
Disrespectful. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, you know what? We're gonna go talk to Rick. And then we gotta tell Mattie that we need to find
What
another
kind of
way about
studio are
dance.
you running here? My client could have been killed.
I told you I'd get to the bottom of this. I've already closed the set to visitors.
Oh, that means us. Okay, let's go talk to Rick.
Entrez-vous.
Ooh, he's bilingual. He speaks French, just like that letter in Mattie's.
Hello, gorgeous. Where have you been all my life?
Well, for a guy
No.
who just barely escaped a terrible accident, you're in an
old
incredibly
are
good
you?
mood.
Of course I am. I was lucky. If you're gonna be in an accident, that's the best way to be. Don't you agree? But then I've always been a lucky guy. I just met you, Miss Drew.
Do you really think
Ugh,
it was just an
no.
accident?
I see Maddie's been talking to you about me. Of course it was just an accident. Things like this just happen.
Can you think of anyone with a motive to send you these death threats?
I can think of millions. All those jealous husbands and boyfriends of the women who send me marriage proposals, cookies, and other notes d'amour.
Why haven't you gone to the police with these threats?
Oh, please. If a public figure like me went to the police every time someone sent them a nasty gram, the donut shops would lose their best customers. Listen, I need to take care of something, but feel free to stick around. Will you do me a favor, though? Stay beautiful.
Ugh. Okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna snoop around his dressing room. If you won't be mine, you won't be anybody's. Mattie had a photo like this in her dressing room, and this looks like it was almost written with lipstick. Very interesting. Leave light of our love or else. That was the one signed by B.T. Kaiser. And there's another one. I'm tracking your every move. Watch out. I'm right behind you. Oh, goodness. Alright. I'm going to take those. Those belong to us now. Some more stuff over here. Your time is running out. This one looks different than the others. Rick, do you think I'm that stupid? You send your boat to your upstate cabin. I know where that is, and I know where your 5th Avenue penthouse is. I even know the access code. Change it. That won't stop me, because one day I'll meet up with you. There's no escaping my wrath. I'm much nearer than you think. My. These must be the poison chocolates. I don't know if I would ever eat food sent to me by someone I didn't know personally. How do I loathe thee? Let me count the ways. I loathe thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach. I want you out of sight. For the ends of vanity and ideal conceit, I loathe thee to the level of every day's most quiet need. By sun and candle flame, I loathe thee freely as you strive for fame. I loathe thee purely as you cannot turn from praise. I loathe thee with the passion put to use. In my old griefs or with my childhood's faith, I loathe thee with the hate I seem to lose. With my better dates, I loathe thee with the breath, smiles, tears of all my life, and if it comes to pass, I shall only love thee well after your death. Good grief. Alright, we got another one. Why does he just have these laying around everywhere? I'd throw these away. Or at least keep them in a file or something. Scared you, didn't I? Good, because this was just a dress rehearsal. Only my revenge is truly sweet, Rick Arlen. So prepare for your long and bitter end. And these are dead flowers. Classy. Okay. Got some more over here. Dear Mr. Arlen, I just wanted to write you and tell you how much of a fan I am of yours. A fan of your impending doom. I can't wait until that fateful moment as I watch you squirm and beg for mercy. But I won't give it. You don't deserve it, you coward. And don't think I'm not serious. I'm serious enough to keep a close eye on you. How did you enjoy your meal at Blake's last night with that trashy woman from Nash Cove? You ordered a red wine with your halibut, you fool! And then fell asleep in box 42 watching Soft Shoe. The night ended with a taxi ride to your boat in Slip 83. Afraid I know of your secret hideaway? Maybe one day it'll sink with you in it. A fanatic. So this one looks similar to the other ones we just looked at, but it was signed a fanatic. You're running out of time. It's me, your faithful fanatic. There's the word. Or am I now a lunatic? That's what you called me yesterday with your little group of followers. It's just one big joke to you, isn't it? Yes, Rick, it's a joke, and I'll be happy to deliver the punchline. Right in your face! Oh my goodness. So we have a couple of letters that are cutouts from like magazines and stuff, and then we have that poem which looks different.
Open.
That one that had like the red writing
Nancy,
on it.
This is horrible.
Then one that
There's
drops
no
the Y.
way
So there's
that
like 4
could've been
different
an
things in there.
accident. I think it's another attempt to get Rick. The timing's just too weird. All of these threats, and now he's almost killed on stage. I'm too upset to deal with this. I gotta get out of here. I need some space. We'll talk later.
Okay. Alright, I guess we'll just go ahead and head back. Go back to the apartment. Okay, let's talk to Mattie about getting back in the studio.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey!
I'm sorry for skipping out on you like that. I guess I'm not a very good hostess. It's just that this whole thing with Rick really shook me up.
I understand, but now that the studio's close to visitors, I'm at a dead end.
There's got to be a way to get you back in the studio. Whoever's leaving these threats for Rick also has access to the studio. Wait a minute. I've got an idea. You know, my agent could get you a job as an extra so you could get on the set. You don't have to do anything.
How cool would that be?
They just need to have people standing by.
I want to do extra work.
Who is your agent?
Dwayne Powers.
I did extra work once
been
on a
friends for
movie,
years.
but that was
I'll give
years
Dwayne a
ago,
call
and it was
first
so
thing
much
tomorrow.
fun. I love
Just
being
stop
on
by there
set.
in the
I want
morning. I'll
to do
tell him
more
you're an
extra
old
work.
family friend who's decided to try out acting as a career.
Would you do that? That'd help me get past Lillian and hopefully to the bottom of these threats against Rick.
Yeah, I should get back to learning my
She's
lines
like,
for
yeah.
tomorrow.
Anyways, she's like, I got things to do, Nancy. Wasn't trying to have a whole conversation. Sometimes in this game, what's fun is like Mattie will leave you little notes. So let's see if she left us. Nancy, while you were out, Ned called. He asked me to tell you to call him the first chance you get. By the way, he sounds cute. Ooh, let's call Ned. 5, 5, 5, 4, 3, 5, 7.
Hello?
Guess
Hey,
who?
Ned.
Nancy! First you leave me to visit your aunt in Florida, and now you're in New York. By the time you get back to River Heights, I'll be an old man.
Get used to it, buddy. Get
I'll
used to
hurry
it.
back
It
to
does
you.
not get
But
better
first,
from here
I've got
on out.
another case to solve.
So,
Yeah,
Hannah
Nancy's
told
like,
me
I
about
got a
the
case to solve.
investigation you're working on. Sounds neat, but kind of dangerous. Anything I can help you out with?
I finally met the Rick Arlen. That man has an ego the size of Texas. He's worse than Daryl Gray.
I'll say.
I'm not sure I like you jet-setting across the country, meeting all of these Enrico Suaves. So,
Ooh,
are these
I'm
threats
a
he's
little
been getting
jealous.
serious?
The threats are, but Rick's not. He's pretty nonchalant about them.
Huh, that's odd. Maybe there's more to the threats than he's saying. There might be some information in them that he doesn't want you to know about. So, what else can I help you out with?
Guess what? I gotta look at the letters Rick has been getting. Some of them have the letters cut out of magazines, and some of them are typewritten. But get this, the Y is dropped on the typewritten letters.
Sounds like two different MOs. But what a clue! Now if you can only find the typewriter that drops its Y. So, what else can I help you out with?
I think that's it for now. I miss you.
I miss you too. Goodbye.
So, I know Mattie said to go to Dwayne Powers' agency tomorrow, but we're gonna go now. So we gotta find his, where we can buzz him. Here we go, Powers Talent.
Go away. Don't you understand?
Mr. Powers, Mattie Jensen sent me to see you about a job as an extra.
I'm sorry. I'm in Suite 101. Come in. Come in. I apologize for my abrupt greeting. You must understand that if I opened my door to every struggling actor in this town, I'd never be able to get my work done.
I'm a friend of Mattie Jensen. She told me you might be able to get me a job as an extra on Light of Our Love.
Ah, yes. Mattie just called me. You're Nancy Drew, am I correct?
Yes.
Mattie spoke highly of your abilities, and I am more than happy to give a young actor a chance, if I can. Normally I don't do this, but seeing that you're a friend of Mattie's, I could pull some strings for you. You see, Worldwide uses me almost exclusively for hiring their talent. Not only did I provide them with Mattie Jensen, but Rick Arlen as well.
You're Rick Arlen's agent?
Yes, I was. But I must confess that the man has no talent. Were it not for his good looks and charm, he'd never have gotten to where he is now. You see, Rick foolishly believes acting is a status symbol, not an art form. He's a ladder climber who'll use anyone to crawl his way to the top. A ladder he's sure to fall from one of these days.
Someone sounds a
Well,
little,
Nancy,
jealous.
You must be anxious to start this assignment.
And
Right now,
honestly, a little awkward from this conversation.
Now, if you'll please excuse me, I must get back to work. It was a pleasure meeting you. Please call on me for any other needs you may have.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I help you?
Yes, we've been hired.
I've been hired
We're
as an extra by the
extras.
Powers agency.
I'm an actress.
You'll need to sign for it. You'll need to come to this
Thank
desk every time you enter so I can log you in.
Sounds good. Thank you,
and
Ralph.
good luck.
Appreciate it. Okay. Let's go talk to Lillian.
Ah, I see Mattie's friend is now working as an extra for us. So, are you trying to get discovered, or are you just hard up for a job?
I'm working with Dwayne Powers' agency. I heard he's a really good agent.
Oh,
Dwayne
please.
Powers.
Don't get your hopes up too high. It's not like you're working for commercial artists or Edison Talent. We use Dwayne whenever we need someone right away. Usually extras or gophers. If we
I
really
thought you
need
used him
talent,
exclusively for your
we call
talent.
someone else.
I thought you might be interested to know that I found a light clamp on the set. It looked as if it had been sawed off. That was no accident on the set. It was a deliberate attempt on Rick's life.
Well, it looks like we've got ourselves a little Miss Sherlock Holmes on the set. Look,
I don't like your
we
tone.
didn't hire you to play junior detective. So
Condescending.
don't be sticking your nose where it doesn't belong, okay?
Well, I'll
That's
let you get
exactly
back
what
to
we're
your
gonna do,
business.
Lillian.
You do that.
Grief. Okay. Let's go back to the prop room. Millie!
Yes, my dear.
Hi.
We going to
How
get into
can
the
I enter
prop
the
room.
prop room?
I see. Well, I don't just let anyone enter my prop room without showing me that they're clever enough to take on the responsibility. Listen to my riddle, and when you know the correct answer, I'll let you in. What has 4 fingers and a thumb, but is not alive?
A glove.
Very good. Let's see if you can answer one more. The more you make, the more you leave behind.
Footprints. Oh, that's not how you spell footprint.
Oh, that was
There we
pretty
go.
easy. Let's try another one. What is
Footprints.
full of holes but holds water?
Sponge. Ooh. No, why can't I spell? My
That's
goodness.
it. I have stumped many people with my riddles, but you are quite the sleuth. You may go
Thanks,
and
Millie.
enter the prop room now, while I go and unpowder my nose.
Bless you. Okay, so let's snoop around here for a little bit. I'm gonna see what's in this chest. Okay. Move the rings over one by one. Your moves can always be undone. Smaller ones must go first. Large over small is an instant curse. Move the rings to another side. With success, the key will unhide. This is like the game in Haunting of Castle Malloy. So you have to stack them all up. And then we'll put pink in the middle. And then we'll have the blue and the pink. Boom! Now we got the key. Awesome. Or the hand to the clock. Let's go check out this map over here. Some wire cutters. We'll take those. There's also, if you need to get into the proper room at night, you can take one of these. One of these doorknobs. So this is space behind. We can't get through. It's locked. Can we look in here? There's a mailbox. Dear Mrs. Stroughton, it's time again for the annual celebrity auction for the Hollow Oaks Children's Home, which will be held at Blackwood Hall on December 27th. We'd appreciate any items you could donate from the famous set of Light of Our Love. On another note, we are all big fans of Mattie Jensen and hope that the rumors about Rick Arlen's departure won't cancel the show. Seems like Rick Arlen might be leaving Light of Our Love. Okay, we can go over here. We'll take this. Ooh, man, that's a big spider. Oh my goodness. And then check this out. So it looks like this is the prop log book. And there's some missing items. Fake beard and mustache, spirit gum, maracas, 3D glasses, alarm clock, hacksaw letter opener, and tape recorder. I think there's... And also we want to look at everything regarding this book. So Millie, WWB 1958. Might be useful later. It's a typewriter.
The typewriter drops its Y.
Oh! So that means pretty much almost anybody here could have had access to that typewriter. Alright, well, let's get back into... Oops. Let's get back into the studio. So we're going to go over here. And then we can go over to the clock. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to set the clock. It's a key. Sweet! Okay, that'll come in handy later.
Hi, Nancy.
Hey, Mattie.
Glad to see Dwayne could get you a job as an extra. Who knows, maybe you'll be the next Serena Livingston.
As if. I'm lucky if I can remember my stage left from my stage right. Dwayne was very helpful. I can't believe he got me a part, just like that.
Dwayne's a great guy. He gave me a chance when no one in this town would even give me the time of day.
I don't think Dwayne likes Rick very much.
Actually, the feeling's mutual. Dwayne was Rick's agent and helped him get the part of Rory Danner. But later on, Rick ditched him to go with a larger agency. I guess to help him get out of his contract here.
Well, I'll see you later, Mattie.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay, let's go back to the apartment. We got a package. Nancy, I hope you're enjoying your trip to New York. I thought you might find this tape of interest to your case. It's a TV interview with Rick Arlen on a soap opera news show. You know, for a young lad, he's quite fetching. Take care and be careful, Nancy. Love, with love, Hannah. Oh, thanks, Hannah. Hannah's the best. Okay, so we're gonna watch this videotape. Let's see, grab our remote. Turn on the TV. Let's put that video in.
I need something to make this work.
Nancy, why do you keep
We're
saying
here on
that?
the set at Worldwide Broadcasting Studios with soap heartthrob Rick Arlen. The studios are abuzz with talk that you may be heading for a career in films. Will Rory Danner be killed off the show?
Rory is a character who is dear to my heart. I'd never put him in a life-threatening situation. I'll leave that to the writers.
Well, how could anyone in their
smooth.
right mind leave such a
Their
gorgeous
right mind.
co-star, Mattie Jensen? Is it true that your on-stage love affair has led to an off-stage romance?
Only my hairdresser knows for sure.
Weren't you seen with
Okay.
that actress Greta Von Kamloops at Cannes earlier this year? Any chance you may be starring in a film with her in the near future?
Oh no, not while I'm with the WWB network.
Our sources say that you've been a victim
Our
of a stalker.
sources.
Is that true?
Well, yes, in a sense. I feel like I'm being watched at every moment, and always at the same time. Weekdays from 2 to 3 on Channel 13.
Oh, Rick.
Oh, brother. Okay, well, let's go talk to Rick about these rumors.
Hello?
Rick? Oh my goodness.
Hello, Rick. Don't try to ride the road. The door's right. Door's right. First warning. Somewhere in this road is an explosive device that will be delivered burning smithereens. Maybe on the way home. Don't hide your debut out there a bit.
Goodness. This must be the missing tape recorder. So we gotta undo every single bolt. Find the bomb. There it is. Okay. So we gotta cut the wires. So it's gonna be yellow. Oop, come on, cut. Red. Ah! Orange. Blue. Whoo! We disarmed the bomb.
It was pretty scary for a minute there.
And then what happened?
Once I defused the bomb and got out of there, I called the police, and I was stuck at the station for hours. They searched the dressing room and sent the bomb off to the crime lab, but they didn't find anything. Oh, and remind me to thank Chief McGinnis when I get back home. He vouched for me when I asked for a copy of the tape.
It sounds like things have gotten way out of control.
Oh, Ned, I've got another call. It's probably the police. I love you, and I promise I'll be careful. Call you later, okay?
Okay.
Hello, Miss Drew. This is Bill Pappas, the producer for Light of Our Love. I just wanted to thank you for your quick thinking and valiant efforts today. I understand that you've been detained at the police department.
Thank you, Mr. Pappas, but it was nothing really.
Well, I believe you're very brave for what you've done. I can't help but wonder, though, what you were doing in Rick's room.
Let's not let on that we're
I found that it was open
investigating.
and let myself in.
Nancy. Can I call you Nancy? I hate to be blunt about
Sure.
this, but we can't allow anyone to just walk into people's dressing rooms.
Nancy, could say, perhaps you should force better security then. She's like, maybe you could do your job.
Perhaps we can meet in person to discuss the case.
The
No.
dice
I'm
one.
very busy at the moment.
No,
what you
he
did
really
today.
shut that down quick.
I know you want. What do you need to know?
Can you think of anyone on the staff who has skills in explosives or electronics?
We definitely do not use explosives on our set. We use outside pyrotechnicians for location shoots. And of course, all of our technical crew are very knowledgeable about electronics. But I couldn't picture any of them making a bomb.
Are there many temporary employees working at the studio?
Yes, but all of our employees, either temps or permanent, are highly qualified and come from the best agencies. We don't hire just anyone, and we carefully screen our employees.
Do you believe someone from outside the studio could have done this?
That's impossible. This set has been closed down tight since that accident. I even hired extra security. My own mother couldn't have gotten in here.
Who, besides Rick, would have keys to his dressing room?
Only Rick and the security personnel. We've already checked into this. Rick is very
What are you
touchy
yelling
about
at?
it and won't even let the janitors clean it unless he's there.
Then why did he just leave me in his dressing room?
That's odd. Has he always been this way?
Yes, Rick's very controlling like that. It took
I don't
us
know about
weeks to
that.
renegotiate his contract. He had all of these detailed demands, like about lighting, script direction, the placement of his name in the credits. He's unbearable at times. Listen, I need to get back to work. Do you need anything else?
Are
Yes,
there many
I have
people
more
who have
questions,
access to the
Bill.
studio at night?
Only our key talent and some of the floor managers have access. And of course, myself and Lillian. But we've often got projects going on around the clock. Post-production work and set design, to name a few.
Can I have a list of everyone who's been in the studio at night?
That's confidential.
Does the studio have any audio mixing equipment?
Of course we do. We have a whole department set up for audio recording. We also have some mixers in the control room.
Are there many people who have access to the mixers?
Just the sound engineers and control room staff would have access to that equipment.
Who else has access to the staff offices?
The usual people. Janitors, some assistants, Millie, security. Now, is there anything else you need to ask of me? I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Who takes care of the teleprompter?
Well, in theory, it's the lead scriptwriter's job to manage that part of production. But a lot of actors, especially Mattie, like to edit their script to add emphasis or direction.
So then anyone has access to the teleprompter?
We've already looked into that incident with the teleprompter. Anyone from the stagehands to myself could
Okay,
have it.
well,
Listen,
I
need to get back
haven't,
to work.
so I need you to
Do you
answer
need
my
anything else?
questions.
Do you have surveillance video of the hallways, perhaps?
We're looking into that. Listen, we run a studio down here, not a prison. Sometimes staffers borrow the security videos when they run out. We've addressed this problem before, and I can guarantee it won't happen again. Hold on a second. No, tell him I'll call him. Don't put him on hold, I'll call him. What else do you need, Nancy? Hello?
Well, thank you for your help in this matter, Mr. Pappas. Goodbye.
Yes, well, thanks again for your brave efforts today. Goodbye.
You're welcome. Goodness. Ooh. Due to the recent events concerning safety on set, we will begin implementing additional security measures. Even after I close the set to visitors, I have found friends and family of various staff members wandering around the backstage. Surprisingly, they all knew the talent entrance code, but I don't remember ever signing them on with the studio. This side entry code has now been changed to 3689. Keep this number confidential. If I find that anyone has given out this code to non-authorized personnel, I'll dock your pay. William Potts. Oh, goodness. 3689, you say? Sounds like we gotta make a trip to the studio. But first, I want to snoop around the Dwayne Powers agency. So we're gonna go check that place out. We have to find somebody who will let us in. Let's see.
It's about time you showed up. I've been waiting 45 minutes for that pizza.
I'm sorry, sir. You're gonna have to wait a bit longer for your pizza. Okay, let's see. We're gonna use our pass to get in. Aha! We're in! Okay. Check out his wallet. There's a lot of cards in here. 4377-6630. Okay. Got some more newspapers. What's in store now for WWB Studios? Rick Arlen leaving daytime? The musical theater company presents The Angry Man. Okay. It's November. Alright. So let's sneak through these drawers. Nothing in here. Is that that's the spirit gum adhesive that was missing from the prop room. Isn't spirit gum used with bombs? New York, Rio. What? Plane ticket. You planning on fleeing the country, Dwayne? Where are you going, Dwayne? Fortune cookie. Even though revenge should be sweet, jealous acts will end in defeat. Okay, let's try to get into his briefcase. So the code was 4377 66 oop, nope, 30. Awesome. Key. See, we got check. 5,000 loan from Mattie Jensen. November 13th. That was the date that she had circled on her calendar. And that's the amount that we saw typed into his calculator. Or close to. Notice of eviction. There is a notice of eviction from the property located at 318 West 10th Street, Suite 101. You are hereby allowed 10 days from the date of this notice to make payment. Final notice. Please be advised that your account is over 120 days past due. We've tried on numerous occasions to contact your office, but you've refused to return our calls. Seems like Dwayne might be having some money problems. Fax from Joan Jensen. Is that Mattie Jensen's mom? Please read the attached article. Explain to me why my daughter was not invited to this panel. Mattie Jensen is a household name and an excellent role model for girls. You, on the other hand, are a horrible example of a talent agent. Also, why is that Rick Arlen has better press coverage than Mattie does? We both know that Mattie's a real star of the show. Goodness. Mattie's mother is not happy with the way that Dwayne is managing her daughter. Okay. Let's snoop through this filing cabinet. Ooh, we got Rick Arbertusky? So Arlen, or I can't pronounce. Arbertusky. So Arlen is not his real name. Cancelled. So that's Rick's. I guess we can click on this one. Owen Spader. Camera operator, technical director, lighting, Jimmy job operator, video technician. No, I don't want to click on that again. Mattie Jensen. Skills, dialects, aerobics, lizard wrangling. Oh my goodness. Let's go check out the studio. So we have to go in the side entrance, the talent entrance. So 3, 6, 8, 9. Alright, we're in. Let's go snoop through Lillian's office. See what she's got to hide. Okay. Anger control. A self-help guide to calming violent urges. Definitely needs that. Ooh, personal files. And a photo of her and Rick. Weird. You read the italics from William Pappas. Oh, November 13th. A bitter hoax tainted with hate is a secret revenge from a previous state. Interesting. How do I loathe thee? How do I loathe thee? Let me count the ways. Did Lillian send the poem? And there's the rubber cement that was missing from the prop room. I don't know if that's used to make bombs. I don't know much about bombs personally, but is it her attractive? Ms. Terry game. Mystery game. It's clever. Okay, let's check out these personal files. And we're going to use Millie's login. Millie, WWB 1958. So let's go ahead and see what we can print. We don't have any employee IDs to look up right now. Reschedule production crew. Cheney Spader. Factor Arden. We heard that name. That was the file that Dwayne had. Alright, personal files. Rick, you had no right to do that to me last night. You deserved what you got. How could you just leave me like that with no warning, no discussion? Why am I getting the feeling that I've been used by you, just like you've used everyone else in this town to get what you want? Now I hear that you're going to LA for Jocelyn's birthday party. How convenient for you. You used me to meet her and now you're on her A-list. Do you know how humiliating it would be for me to show up there with everyone knowing about our breakup? They used to date? You told me when we first started to date that our relationship was different. Why is this not true anymore? Watch your back, Rick. One of these days your lies will catch up to you and you'll find that there's no one left to use. And don't come to me for any more favors. Once burned, twice shy. Oh my goodness. Alright, passwords. We want to get into the control room. So the password is actor. So we'll need that. Missing props. Try and locate beard and mustache. William Pappas. This is the third season in a row where our overall ratings have dropped by unacceptable margins. Uh-oh. There's Mildred's script. The locks. Constantly losing her decoder for the control room lock. Oh. Guess we'll be looking around for that decoder. I really feel the need to discuss Rick Arlen's attitude on set. I know he's WWE's highest rated star, but I'm finding him more and more difficult to work with. Seems like everyone's finding him difficult to work with nowadays. Trash. The cats and the rats. Jackson's Wharf is plagued by an overpopulation of rats causing much havoc. Is that an idea for a script? Okay, let's see what we printed. Mr. Arlen complains about receiving anonymous threats, refuses to register complaints. So this is a log of all the times that Rick has received a threat or his life has been in danger. Reschedule anger support group. You know, you should really reschedule that. Really. Let's see. Can you look in this drawer? Castor oil. Okay. Take that. Looks like there's something written. Sopressa chocolates? So Lillian sent him the poison chocolates. Although they might not have been poison, they might have just tasted funny. If she put castor oil in it, I think castor oil is edible. I think it is. You can look it up to check me on that, but I think it might be. But so maybe she wasn't trying to poison him. Okay, so we're gonna look at this with the 3D glasses because this is the decoder for the control room. So we need to spell actor. So ACTOR. Let's go to the control room. All right, so ACTOR. Alright. So take that tape and then we have to use the key that we found in the clock. We're gonna turn the power on. And then while we're up here, we can also check out that tape that we got from the copy from the bomb. Yeah, we do. We do need something to make this work, Nancy. You can kind of mess around with the levels a little bit. Can't really make out who it is. So now that we turned the power on, we're gonna go over here and we're gonna use that same key. Because now the light's on and now we know what we need to turn that to. Oop. There we go. Boom. And then we just gotta press that button. Now we're gonna go back over to the set. And look, we got a lift. It's like a secret passageway beneath the stage. We're in the prop room, behind a locked area. That shirt is ripped. Worldwide broad contactor ID. Owen Spader. The ID number is 318-672-001. So we can search that on Lillian's computer. You know what, I realized we never really investigated more into the fallen Klieg light. It was sabotaged to fall. So we're gonna go back and see if we can go look at what happened with that.
The wheel is stuck.
Nancy can't turn it, so we're gonna use that oil that we found in the prop room. Bring it down. We're gonna go up. So there's a piece of fabric from where the Klieg light fell. It looks like the same fabric from the shirt, from Owen Spader's shirt. So Owen Spader is looking like a very likely suspect. Somehow this guy is involved. Okay, so let's go search Owen Spader's ID number. So his ID number was 318-672-001. We gotta type it in again. 318-672-001.
It looks like Owen was on the set every time something happened to Rick.
What a coincidence. Interesting. Okay, now we're gonna take that videotape that we found. We're gonna go back to the apartment and we're gonna watch it. Got a package. It's ticking. This is your final warning, Nancy Drew. You better mind your own business and go back to your little life in River Heights. I mean it. Leave town or next time you won't be so lucky. We got our first threat. That's how we know we're on the right track. I wonder if that was the missing alarm clock from the prop room. Okay, that's our new videotape. Is that our Owen Spader, perhaps? Looks like the missing beard and mustache from the prop room, maybe. Why does he walk like that? It's like, who tiptoes like that? Wait, is he not wearing it? Who is that? It kind of looks like Dwayne. We're gonna go around and talk to everybody about Owen Spader.
Why, hello!
Hello, Millie!
You've become quite the celebrity, saving Rory Dunner from those diabolical traps set by that cold-blooded scoundrel, Yuri. Thank goodness you had my wire cutters, else you would have been blown all the way to Bakersfield.
Don't you mean Rick Arlen? And who is Yuri?
No, I mean Rory Danner, young lady. Yuri is Rory's evil twin. He's always trying to bump off Rory. With his brother out of the way, Yuri thinks he'll have a clear shot at Serena. I've been trying to help him ever since Rory showed up in Jackson's Wharf. That Rory Danner needs to be taught a lesson.
It must be wonderful
Millie.
to work with Rick Arlen. Is he really that exciting in real life as he is on stage?
Who? Rick Arlen? I never heard of him. You don't mean Rory Danner, do you, dear?
Oh my goodness.
He's a no-good, good-for-nothing, do-nothing, if you ask me. Oh, he's been a troublemaker ever since he's got here. What that man needs is a good swift kick and a you-know-what. Causing
Millie!
all that grief with his scampering around.
She's crazy.
Do you know where I can find Owen Spader?
Real?
He's a stagehand, I believe.
Good luck finding him. I've yet to meet him face to face, even though he signs out props all of the time.
I should get back to the set. Goodbye.
Don't take any wooden nickels, young lady.
Wasn't planning on it. Man, God bless her. Okay, let's talk to Lillian, see what Lillian knows. We can talk to her about those chocolates.
I see our local hero has shown up for work. Not only can she waste everyone's time with prying questions, but she can find the time to save Rick from being blown to smithereens.
Well, can you tell me something about Owen Spader?
Awesome
No, I can't tell you something about Owen Spader.
Oh, the set!
Why should I?
No, I can't tell you about Owen Spader. Jeez. You know what, Lillian?
Lillian, I have reason to believe you're the one threatening Rick. I know for a fact you sent him those chocolates.
Is that so? Well, I have every reason to kick you off this set. Where do you get off telling me what you think? I'll be calling your agent to let him know we no longer require your services. Get out of my office.
Wow. Okay, now we're gonna go talk to Rick and Mattie. I'm gonna see what they know about this Owen Spader.
It's open. Nancy, I'm so glad that you're okay. Everyone's been talking about that bomb scare. Rick's still shrugging it off, but I can tell he's upset about it.
Tell me, do you know someone by the name of Owen Spader?
No, that doesn't ring a bell. Wait, no. No, I'm pretty good at names, but I've never heard of him.
Well, I'll see you later, Mattie.
Break a leg.
Why does no one seem to know who Owen Spader is?
Entrez-vous.
Very bizarre.
My hero, Nancy Drew. You know, according to ancient tradition, if someone saves your life, you should serve them for the rest of your life. So, what can I do for you, young lady? Your wish is my command.
You can answer my
Right.
questions,
Well, you can tell
Rick.
me if you've noticed any suspicious characters around your dressing room lately.
Yes, I have. They're named Agent Harris, Officer Josewitz, and Detective Bonnet. It appears I've been quite a celebrity with the local authorities. Hey, I hear Detective Beach is looking for a new star. Do you think I should do some research with my new friends to land the part?
What is the story with the prop master?
Old Millie Strathorn, heir to the worldwide broadcasting fortune. She's great, except for the fact that she's never liked me. She thinks I'm too big for my britches, and that I wouldn't know a good thing if it came up to me and stuck its finger in my nose.
Well,
tell me, Rick.
that would give
do
her
you know
some
a guy
motive.
by the
She's
name of
heir to the
Owen
fortune.
Spader?
Yeah, I know Owen. He was with the Beekman Theater, wasn't he? Yeah, he's kind of short and stocky. Oh, don't tell me you're seeing him. Don't break my heart, love.
Can I ask your advice? Dwayne Powers is my agent. He's pretty good, isn't he?
Dwayne's a loser, babe. Don't tell me he's representing you.
Oh.
Didn't he represent you?
Yes, he did. A very long time ago. I was young and naive, just like you, love. I made a mistake. Something you can't afford to do at this point in your career.
Oh, listen, I gotta go, Rick. Be careful, okay?
Ciao, Bella.
Alright, well, on that note, I say we head back to Maddie's apartment. Oh, there's a phone call.
Hello? I don't have much time to explain. Can you meet me at the studio later tonight? I know you won't have any trouble getting in.
Lillian wants us to be here at the studio. Ooh. Let's see what she wants. Alright, we're gonna make it nighttime, and then we're gonna head to the studio. Let's see what Lillian wants to talk to us about.
I see our Miss Snoop has shown up.
Lillian, I think you should leave your act to professionals. I can see right through you.
Yeah, well, I hope you can see through the act of whoever's sending these letters because I just got one.
Can I see it? Do you still have it?
Thinking of blackmail my pet? Drops its wise. Not if I get to you first. Do you really think you'll find... Do you really think you'll find out who I am? And here I thought you hated Rick as much as I do. But you're still in love with him. You're still sold on his stupid smile and good looks. A puppet disguised as an actor. That's what he is, a phony. A ladder climber. Some interesting phrasing. But he'll fall so far down, No one will ever be able to find him again. I'll push you down too, Lillian. Whatever's in store for Rick will be coming your way as well. Stop playing detective and pretend this never happened. You'll be much happier and more alive if you did. Oh my.
Now do you believe me? Who could be doing this? You must know.
Who do we think it is, guys? Lillian, Rick, Dwayne, Mattie, or Millie Strathorn, or even Pappas. Pappas is a suspect. I think with all the evidence, I have to go with...
It has to be Dwayne.
Dwayne Powers? But why on earth would he?
With his intense hate of Rick, doomed financial situation, and that clever disguise as Owen Spader, Dwayne had every motive and opportunity to commit these threats and traps.
That is correct, Ms. Drew. And now for the bonus round. Name the washed-up director and interfering actress who will be dead in a matter of minutes. Hurry up, contestants. Time's running out.
It's him! Up in the control room! And he's locked us in!
Lillian, hide!
Why, hello, Ms. Drew. I only followed Lillian here, but I've trapped both of you. Your deaths will make a wonderful end to Act 1. Rick Arlen's death will be the climax to this little soap opera I've produced. I'm calling it One Death to Die.
Dwayne, why? Why do you hate Rick so much? Mattie and Lillian have more reason to hate him than you do.
More reason than I? Rick Arlen has to die, and I'll tell you why. Because he killed me. He killed Dwayne Powers!
So, you were behind this campaign of terror all along?
I wish I could take credit for it all. But it was really Rick who started it. He sent the first letters, probably to drum up publicity for his failing career.
So he sent the
Lillian,
BT
of
Kaiser
course, was
letters
kind
to
enough
himself.
To supply him with the tainted chocolates. You see, Ms. Drew, everyone hates Rick. I'm doing the world a service by getting rid of him.
Mattie still cares for you. You're making a big mistake.
Enough! Words, words, words! You will soon see that I am a man of action. I'll come down for the final close-up. I'm gonna write you two out of the script forever. So sorry about your short-lived career, Ms. Drew.
Okay, so what we have to do first is we have to pull down the fire alarm so we can alert Ralph that we're in here.
Faces, everyone!
And now we gotta override the lock. Okay. Shut up, Lillian.
Think, Nancy, think.
Oh, I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking.
Time's up! It's curtains for you, Ms. Drew. What's going on in here? Hey, you! This is the guy we've been looking for.
Oh.
Congratulations, Nancy. You solved the case.
Way to go, Ralph.
Forget about it.
Dwayne's in the right hands now. Case closed. Dear Bess, another mystery solved. Dwayne is now awaiting trial for his attempted murder and has publicly apologized for his crimes. Lillian has moved out to California and is directing her first film. But the best news is about Mattie and Rick. They finally decided to tie the knot. Well, as Serena and Rory. But who knows? Perhaps it'll rub off on them. There's always hope. Love, Nancy.
All right, we solved the case. Dwayne Powers was the one threatening Rick. I guess the moral of the story is it's never good to hold on to a grudge. I mean, it seemed like everybody in this game had a grudge against Rick Arlen, and we saw how that turned out. Holding on to that bitterness and anger and resentment, jealousy, that's never good for anybody. So the best thing to do is to forgive the person that hurt you and to let go of that. But the next mystery that we're going to be solving is Message in a Haunted Mansion. So be sure to stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys all again soon. Fade out.